Hey guys, how's it going? So, this is the Worshipper. This is the actual guide itself. I did a bit of a rant. I sincerely think this is a great boss fight, and I'm so ecstatic. Oh my god. Anyway, so mechanics. So mechanics-wise, you're gonna have quite a few things to worry about. There is a bit of a priority system. So number one, he will do basically a 1-2 melee strike. What you want to do is roll to the left. Is usually what I found the best way to do it. You kind of saw it right there. What right here, if you go into melee range too close to him, he does do a downward strike where it'll stun you if you stay in that range. You want to get out of that. So as you can see, I back off. So right there, yeah, that's basically a good example of it. So 1, 2. And you can probably get a couple hits in there. Right here, he's actually doing his AoE. Yep, so this is the AoE. So what you want to do, you want to run in the shrines. If you run in the shrines, the AoE will not hit you. Now, the shrines kind of have a dual purpose. So the shrines, you can use them to hide from the AoE, which you obviously need to do, because it'll kill you, it'll one-shot you if you don't pay attention. That sound right there is the ad spawning. So they spawn in these eggs. You want to kill them. You want to get to them ASAP, because you do not want to deal with two ads. You do not want to deal with two ads at all. Like, if they combo you and the boss comes, you will die. So the biggest thing to do, yeah, just deal with the eggs ASAP. If they do spawn, usually what I do is I run into a shrine like this, and then deal with them like that. So the Worshipper can actually go inside the shrine. He can destroy them, however, if you go into melee range. So I will show that. I think actually I show it right here. Maybe not. I'll show it sometime in this video for sure. So what you do, you lure him to beside the shrine and it actually destroys it. So again, ads spawn. Let's go deal with the ads. Ads are #1 priority. You do not want to deal with ads. I have to really stress that, because they are a pain in the ass. They really are. So right there. One thing you have to worry about when dealing with the ads is that the boss does throw grenades at you. So they're kind of exploding grenades. Always keep in mind. He will stick his scythe into the ground right there, and you have to continue moving. If you don't move, the spikes come up from the ground and do a lot of damage to you. So keep those in mind as well. It's less so of an issue. It's not really too much of an issue, really. You just kind of keep on moving and you'll be okay. Just don't spam. I think the biggest thing in this fight is that get 1 or 2 hits in, be happy with that damage, and walk away. Because if you don't walk away, you're going to take a lot of damage, and you don't really want that. You really don't. You really don't. So when he does throw the bombs, though, step to the left or step to the right. Usually if you're running, you won't be hit by him, but there are some instances I've had where I was running and I accidentally ran into one of them. They don't actually do that much damage unless there's a whole lot of them that hit you, because he will throw them all in the same place, which, as you can see right there, if that had hit me, that probably would have done a good chunk of my HP. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Right here, he's calling the ads again, so break off from the boss, deal with the ads. So it's pretty simple once you get the mechanics down. You just gotta make sure that you know your priorities, you know what to deal with. So right here, he's putting his scythe into the ground, so there's gonna be spikes on the ground. I want to go into the shrine, because when you're actually in the shrine, the spikes and the boss will not hit you, unless you're standing a little bit too close to the edge. So, but once you've dealt with the ad, you're free to come out and deal with the boss. So I think this is where, yeah, so this is where I use the shrines. So the shrines kind of serve, as I said earlier, a dual purpose. So what you can do is you can stun the boss with them. So when he does his downward strike, so here's the AoE, you want to get the hell into the shrine. When he does his downward strike, which is designed to stun you, he'll destroy the shrine. And what'll happen is that he's stunned for about, 5-6 seconds or so, and that gives you time to probably do about a health bar or so of his health. And it's definitely a good idea. Now, the downside to doing that is that your shrines that you hide from the AoE in are going to be destroyed. And I again, a lot of this stuff I already said in the rant, but like, this is the actual guide. So yeah, anyway, regardless, so right here, he destroys the shrine, so I'm free to basically wail on him. So I think I do about a health bar. I don't want to basically keep on swinging. I don't want to keep on swimming. I don't want to keep on swinging after the fact, because you're going to do a lot less damage. About 3/4 of a bar, pretty decent. But now I do have one less shrine to deal with. So there's that. Walk back out. Oh, and I actually messed up. I went in too early. So, as you can see, though, his auto attacks actually don't do that much damage, really. Compared to other bosses, they really don't. They really don't. You don't even really need to worry too much about them. If you get hit by 1 or 2, it's not that big of a deal. Ad duty again. It can get a little bit repetitive, but you gotta do it. I'm sorry, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So even if they spawn, it's not a big deal. As long as you're not dealing with 2 of them, it's okay. It's okay. So right here, grenades. Just dodge a little bit. And I think we can finish the boss off pretty soon. What you could do to make this a little bit of a faster thing is that you could lure him to more shrines. I played it kind of safe and just basically meleeed him to death. I found that it's probably the most safe way. This isn't too bad either, but it's all right. Eggs. But yeah, this is the Worshipper essentially. Once you get the mechanics down, it's pretty simple. But learning the mechanics for me was a great experience. Like, I enjoyed it so much. It's a really, really well thought out boss fight that has a lot of effort. It's obvious there's a lot of effort and time put into it. So right here, like, I'm like, oh shit, the shrine's gone. I gotta get to the other one. So yeah, like I can't say anything but good things about this boss fight. I don't think, if there was anything I was going to change, I don't think there's anything at all. I don't think there's really anything. The commander, maybe even the warden, there maybe was 1 or 2 things I wasn't really a huge fan of, but this is just cool. I think it's really, really cool, and I'm actually really, really happy that I bought this game, especially on release day, because this is good quality. This is extremely good quality content. So, again, rolling to the left, and the boss is almost dead. I think I just go to town on him as soon as I deal with the ads. See, even at this point, you want to deal with the ads, because you don't know if you're going to be able to do that much damage to the boss in time. So, play it safe, just deal with the ads. It's just, there's no reason not to. Play as if he was at full HP. That's usually what I want to. That's usually what I do. Is that, think of it like, unless he's literally one shot, play as if he's at 1 HP. Right here, I get a little bit greedy. I do manage to get the last blow in before he kills me. So, yeah, that's the Worshipper fight. Thank you for watching. I hope I gave you kind of an idea what the boss fight's about. I have a sneaky suspicion people may have some issues with this if they do buy the game. But I think it's great. I think it's absolutely great. So, yeah, bye.